my God. Yep. The sound is crazy. You can definitely hear it. This Road Shark stuff is phenomenal. All right, let's talk about it. The review, finally, the review of the Shark Roads exhaust. This is the stock exhaust that came with the Goldwing. And honestly, I like the quietness. The quietness is something that I never thought I would have liked, but I don't like it too quiet. I like to have a little bit of sound. Now, a couple of months ago, I made a video when I had my Road Glide talking about the importance of your hearing and how my hearing felt impacted from a ride that I took out to Kentucky. And when I got home, I had this extreme ringing in my ears, and I did not like that whatsoever, right? So honestly, I started thinking about it, and I realized I really hate the loud sound. I mean, the loud sound sounds good when you're riding around a block and stuff like that. I get it, right? However, I realized it was damaging my hearing. My hearing is pretty good. I can still hear. But when that happened, I thought that my hearing was completely shot. If you hear any sound in the background, like a humming, that's my fan, because let me tell you, it is hot up in here. So I went ahead and started looking at the Goldwing for many different reasons, right? Just because it's something new to me. I've been hearing about the Goldwing for many years, been neglecting the Goldwing, been neglecting the Harleys, let's face the facts. And then when I got the Goldwing, I'm like, damn, I actually like the quietness of this bike. But then it was too quiet. It didn't have any aggression to it. And I like to have some aggression. If anybody knows me, I am an aggressive, high energy, full output type of dude, okay? So when I got these pipes, I looked up online the different type of pipes for the Goldwing, and I started seeing like electronic pipes that was like $1,000. Different people actually taking drills and drilling out the hole in this exhaust, and I'm not doing all of that stuff. So I started researching. I looked it up, and I saw Shark Road, and I get confused if it's Shark Road or Road Shark. Forgive me. I get it backwards. You know what I'm saying? So it's Shark Road. I said it right the first time. Go Sensei, go Sensei. So I said, let me try the Shark Road. And then I went to a couple of events, went to Southern Honda Power Sports. They had some big gathering there, and I got to really hear the pipes. And then I went to a few other stuff, and I heard the pipes. And I love the sound. It gave the bike a Porsche sound, a Ferrari sound. It gave it like a race car, but in a lower level, right? You get a nice hum. Now, the question was, is it going to be too loud for my hearing, or is it going to be just right? Well, I put the pipes on. I created a video of the install, and then I did a test ride of me riding around the block at night, and I just was going crazy on the bike. Damn camera done fell down. That thing took off like a jet. You hear me? That thing took off like a jet. I mean, super, 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 super awesome. The smoothness, the responsiveness, I mean, everything on this thing is perfect. Magnifique, ça c'est mon, s'il vous plaît. Magnificent. I know y'all want to get this pipes in your bike. Come on, baby. It just has a get up and go. And then I rode the bike. Where did I go? I think I met up with Charlie Brown and a couple of people at Buc-ee's, and then went to his house. I think that was the first time I rode the bike long distance. So I'm hearing the sound, and I'm like, and I got my earplugs in, and I'm not liking the sound at all. I'm just not liking the sound. So as I'm riding, I'm like, this sound is kind of like a nuisance, kind of giving me like a headache, and I'm getting like this feedback that just wasn't right. And this was me in the beginning, like, man, I'm gonna have to take these damn pipes off because I can't stand it. Then I tried to bring up the windshield to see if that made a difference. That made a slight difference. But here's the thing. When I got down to Buc-ee's, got back with the group and we started riding, what I noticed was the sound was no longer there, and it got better. What happened, and why did that happen? Well, I took my earplugs out and I forgot to put my earplugs back in. For some reason, when I had the earplugs in, whatever feedback or frequency that was coming at me, it left. That's the weirdest thing to me. Now, 10,000 miles later, well, actually 8,500 plus miles later, because I put those on when I think I got like 1,500 miles before I put them on, or maybe 1,400, whatever. But I got a chance to ride to many different places, rode all the way to California, went up to Nevada, went up to Utah, went up to Colorado, went to Arkansas, went to Kansas, went to Oklahoma, went to Tennessee, went to Alabama, went to Kentucky. I did all that. Went to Florida twice in Florida, okay? Zero problems. No earplugs, not even the wind is bothering me. No feedback, no headaches, no ear ringing. So my truth about these pipes, absolutely awesome. The Shark Roads, a lot of you guys have been buying them. Shark Road actually reached out to me and said that since I posted a video, their sales went up, and that's awesome. I like that. But this is my true feedback. I'm never taking off these pipes. They say never. I'm never taking off these pipes. The bike sounds phenomenal. It has a nice hum. And I went up to Pseudos the other day in Ellenwood, and man, I rocked that throttle outside, and it just and it just has a beautiful sound. I wanted to cry, like, my God. So that thing levels out Jackal. The power is awesome. The gas mileage is awesome. I don't lose gas mileage in here. I think I'm averaging 240 miles, maybe 250. I haven't done the math correctly, but what I'll tell you is I don't have a loss of power, loss of performance, loss of anything. I really don't. And the long-term impact on riding, when I hit the throttle and I roll it really hard, that's when you really hear it. You can hear that hum. But if I'm just cruising, and let's say I'm on the highway and I'm at 70 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour, and I have it in cruise control, it's like a whoop. That's the type of sound you're getting. Whoop. You're not getting the you're not getting that. You like my sound effects? Whoop, whoop, and I'm sure not getting that. I'm not getting that. Beast was killing my ears. I made Beast way too loud. I mean, it was way too aggressive and too loud. Beast might sound good to people, but when I'm ground pounding, I don't want to have to hear that noise in my ears. Now remember, Harleys are not loud like that though. We make them loud like that. Just remember that when you buy your Harley Davidson, it's not loud like that. So I'm not talking about Harleys being loud, because Harleys, when I bought Beast sound like a freaking scooter, and I put the tabs are 4.5s on there right away. It made it sound better. Then I went ahead and got the 124 and did all this. Then I put the tab headers and put the 5.0s on there, the 50 cals. And let me tell you, that thing woke it up like a monster, okay? Boom, boom. But after a while, I hated it. Didn't like it. So should you buy the Shark Roads? I can't tell you what you should do, what you shouldn't do. I'm only giving you my honest opinion, my feedback. I put the Shark Roads on one of my brother's motorcycle. I'm gonna install it on my wife's bike, on her trike as well. Shark Road is a great company. The price factor, they're not robbing you. They're not telling you $1,000. It's a simple install. Well, depends on who you are, because you might have some issues with certain things. But once you get it and understand how the bike is put together, you'll be able to install that. I would say probably an hour, the most, if you are good. 45 minutes. If you're not good, 10 days, a lot of cursing, a lot of smoking, a lot of drinking. You're gonna be like this, trying to inject yourself with all kinds of fluids, because it's a little tricky. But once you get it on, it's awesome. Now, when you get it on, your bike might create some codes. Maybe, I don't know, mine did. And I had to take it to the dealership to have them flash it and clear the code. I didn't have the machine to clear my code. And I don't know how to clear the codes on the Gold Wing. I looked it up online. They, talk about turning the knob and holding it for a couple of seconds and all that, the power knob. That didn't work, so I took it to the dealership. Or it might not, because when I installed it on the other bike, there was no codes that came up. It was perfect. So that's my feedback, guys. The bike is great. The power is great. The sound of the pipes are great. If you're thinking about it, if you're up in the air with it, once again, I'm giving you my feedback, my honest feedback. My ears are happy. That's the most important thing. My ears are happy. And if you look back at my videos, I can record videos and still talk and I don't have a problem with it. I seen Chris Caliente made a video where he removed his Shark Road pipes, and he was saying that one of the reasons was he couldn't hear his music, and he could not really talk over the sound. And I'm thinking maybe because he talks with an open face helmet a lot of times, and maybe that could be an impact. To each his own. Once again, I haven't seen anybody else that's using the Shark Roads like the way Chris was using it with talking that had their feedback. But I'm telling you, as a motor vlogger, I have the completely opposite feedback and respond to that. And I'm using Chris's name because you're getting the best of two different guys, right? So he's saying it's too loud for him, and he went back to the stock. He went back to the stock pipes because he enjoys the quietness. And I'm telling you, it's not too loud for me, and I can still creep through my neighborhood like a ninja when I want to. All right, so that's pretty much my wrap, guys. Leave the comments, let me know your thoughts. Do you have the Shark Roads? Or are you thinking about getting the Shark Roads? What are your feedback if you do have them? And would you recommend them to other people? Or if you don't have the Shark Roads, what pipes are you rocking on your Goldwing? All right, this is a 2024 Goldwing. This is Jackal. If you don't know, this is Jackal. All right, don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the deal. All this stuff is for free. You ain't got to pay to do it. Help me to bring this channel up to 20,000. We need 20,000 subscribers. And then after that, we're going to work our way up to 40,000. All right? I'll see y'all later. Let's get these miles. Let's get that money. Let's get the muscle. Yeah. Peace. Oh, yeah. By the way, how can I forget this? So, we're working on getting Southern Honda Power Sports to become an official dealer for Shark Road. So you can reach out to them as well, because they're going to order a few and start stocking them at the freaking dealership, because we need that. So you'll be able to go pick it up right there, and it's already ready for you to go. Now I'm done.